Word of advice: if you're gonna tell a joke, make sure the punchline isn't followed by, I guess it used to be funnier.
Yeah.
This is the Bros Watch the Expanse. This is episode 9. For those of you who have been following along with us, I am Tim. This is my brother James. This is what we do. We break down our favorite shows as we go through the seasons. And this was Winnipesaukee. This is episode 9 of season 5 of The Expanse. And, kind of a slow build halfway through the episode, but then
Ooh,
things really took off.
it got spicy.
Oh, yeah. Well,
All
this
right.
is this is this is your deal. So where do you want to go?
I was getting ready to start. Don't rush me. All right.
I'll rush you if I want. I'm still the host.
So, all right. Well, anyways, we start off with Marco, and we see that the Free Navy is growing, and there are some light skirmishes. So far, we know that they took down a cruiser from the UNN. Um, I expect that will be more prevalent.
Oh.
But then again, we're at episode 9, so there's not too much that can happen. Um, I don't
Unless
know
I mean,
how that's gonna go.
unless we get a jam-packed episode in episode 10.
Yeah, unless it's just nonstop, like episode 4.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
It kind of seems like it will be, to be
I mean,
honest.
they're gonna have to pull it all off before the end of the season.
Yeah, I totally agree. Um, I didn't think there was too much there besides that. Just knowing, like, yeah, the Free Navy is actually getting some wins, but they are sacrificing
Hmm.
some of their ships, so they're going to need a lot more ships because
Yeah.
just in terms of quality, they don't have the size or the firepower that the Unit and Martians do. So they need
Well,
numbers.
and where are they gonna keep coming from? Because a lot of Mars is gone. They're gone into the ring already. So, where are these ships gonna magically appear from?
That's a good question because I would assume that a lot of the parts, and especially with the food, because they don't have the food uh, ability to feed everyone right now. They
Mm,
Marco said it would be generations. Yeah, I think he said like
right.
10 years or something. So that's going to be
Yeah.
coming at you as well.
He said. I think he said it would be tight for about 10 years until they could get stuff going, or something.
Yeah, which
Like they would have to sacrifice for a certain amount of time.
if I'm the UNN, I would just immediately start a siege on their food and like cut that
Yeah, I
off
mean
immediately. It'd be an
that would
easy
that would
fight. Like you
be
could just draw them all
yeah,
to you.
yeah.
Um, but
Well,
yeah.
we'll
Anyways,
get to that in a minute, I'm sure.
well, let's move on to we get Naomi. She's still in the ship. She's still messed
Yep,
up, and boy is she
yep.
thirsty.
Yeah, was that her own sweat? Is that what that was that she was drinking? I mean,
No,
or
it
was it
looked like she was getting the
condensation somehow?
condensation off of a pipe. Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's I couldn't tell.
because it looked
I
like
must
the
have.
pipe was iced up, so she was just pulling condensation off of it.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah.
Um, we see that she's still trying to work things out, but it's not going too well, to be honest.
Yeah,
Um,
she's kind of in a tough situation there.
yeah, tough little pickle. But we cut to the estates on Winnipesaukee,
Winnipesaukee,
and
or as some of us
I
like to
I
call
just
it,
what was Weisskopf? Is that what you
Weisskopf.
call it?
I
um,
in my defense, I said it started with a W.
that's yep, 1 out of 26. Um, so I love the establishing shot here. You get this absolutely beautiful shot of this lake in winter, like just like nice snow cover. The shot's real clear and pretty, and I'm assuming they used a helicopter like they did in Baltimore in the Baltimore shot.
Mm.
Um, but we basically get them, Eric and the gang, going to one of the houses that um,
And I thought at first maybe they had picked out it was just a random house. It was like the first one they came to.
yeah, it kind of seemed like it. I think they were just like, hey, let's go to this area. We gotta go
Right.
find one of the houses, and they do find some guests in the house or the
Well,
housekeepers.
yeah, not guess. They were the off season help that was just living there. I guess as we find out a little later, there was other houses with similar
Yeah,
situations where
that's on the notes. I got it
people
right here.
people were living there.
Um, so
Spoiler
after
alert.
it got a little dicey, but like they were kind of okay. They're like, I mean, what are we gonna do? Kill him? And Eric's a
I
little
mean,
bit
yeah,
more.
yeah. Eric wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah, but he gets backed off by Amos, and you can see that they have that like dynamic that they probably used to have when things were
Yeah.
a lot when they were a lot younger in Baltimore.
But I think part of it, and there's a moment later in the show that you may have written down or may not, but I think Eric is almost scared of Amos. Not like they used to be boys, right? But like he's definitely he's like I have seen this dude do some things, man.
Yeah,
I've
like
seen this
who
guy.
wouldn't be? I mean,
Yeah.
we've seen Amos do some things. We like
Right.
he is that guy, Tim. He
Yeah.
is that guy.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, we get the little conversation with them there, and then we cut to Luna, and we see that Pastor did actually go along with the palace attack. They showed a quick clip of it just blowing up and kind of like disintegrating, not disintegrating, but kind of like
Well, you can see a
shearing
part
off.
of like a section of it, on fire in the background.
Yeah, and of course Avasarala is pissed at this. She was like, "I can't believe you did it,
Yeah.
you bastard."
Well, and I mean, she is right because that's what Marcos wants. Like he wants
Yeah,
them to be like, he wants them to do it so he can be like, see, I told you.
yeah. And she picks the right line here. She's like, "Look, we have to spin this as a limited military engagement
Right.
because Marco's going to say that they're just killing our civilians now. So why don't you join the fight?" And
Yeah.
Avasarala is correct.
Yeah.
Uh,
We know she's right.
we had I loved the scene in the little boardroom they had with the back and forth between Avasarala and
Mm-hmm.
Pastor, and she just like drew the line. And the funny thing is, he questioned her. He kind of said like, "We don't want this to be an emotional decision," but that's exactly what she was doing. She was putting her emotions beside
Mm-hmm.
herself. Like she was
Yeah.
making the logical choice in
And
that one.
what have I said since beginning episode 1 of this season?
She's gonna work her way
She
back into power.
she oh, my husband died. Don't do this. I'm gonna tell you why, and people are gonna back me.
Well,
Like
they
it's
did. We saw like
yeah,
half the cabinet just walked out of the room. They're like, "Yeah, I'm
right,
resigning. I'm not gonna stand for this."
yeah, yeah, and then, well, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah,
I don't know how far ahead I would be jumping, but
I
yeah, I
mean,
mean, like they just walk out on past her, and
yeah,
this is the dude who we knew from day one he was in over his head, right? He was what did we say? He was on a field trip or something.
yeah.
He was
He was on the field trip.
leading a group of fourth graders or something. When
Yeah,
the rocks hit, and
something like
he
that.
became ruler of Earth. You know,
Yeah,
so yeah, like we knew he was in over his depths. Like you could tell he has no idea how to handle Officer Ralla. He's just like, nope, this is what I'm doing.
yeah,
You know,
and she obviously has more clout. Like, who doesn't like the way that she leads things? She always gets things done, even if it's like a
right,
bad move.
right,
Um, so I guess from there we go back down to the surface, and we get some hungry natives. They're
yeah.
basically from
Well, not just hungry, power hungry.
well,
Wait, what are you? Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the people that showed up to the estate. They showed up to the house.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought we had moved past that since I already mentioned it, but that's
No,
fine.
no,
No, that's
just
fine.
like
We'll talk about this group of people that just randomly shows up for no
yeah. I
reason.
mean, they show up because they're like, "Hey, look, we saw you guys are kind of like
Yeah.
poking
Hey,
around here."
you got any of that Luna station laying
Yeah,
around?
and Clarissa is really, really trying to atone for her issues, her sins.
Yeah.
She's like, "No, we're taking everybody. We're not
You know,
gonna leave these people here."
I don't know. It's almost like as the season went on, uh, she, her friendliness with Amos, if you will, has basically because before, okay, she's had the mods for however long, right? And so, but before she went to jail, I mean, she was like very cold and calculated, and you know, like
But
so. Go ahead.
what broke her though was learning that the reason that she was killing people was a complete lie. her whole world came crashing down because she learned that her father lied to her. She did all these terrible things to attack James Holden and find out that he's like the savior of the solar system.
Right. Uh, but I guess my point is like, you're still like that person. You know what I mean? Like, she's still underneath of it all is cold and calculated. It's almost like she's doing. I guess what I'm saying is it's almost like overkill what she's trying to do to like make up for it, right?
Yeah. Well,
She's got red in her ledger, so to speak, so she's trying to wipe that clean, you know.
yeah.
And so and so to me, it's almost like because nobody in their right mind would be like, oh yeah, let's take these extra people that we don't even know if the ship can carry them. You know, like it's not a calculated move by any means.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of what you hope for prisoners is like they'll turn over a new leaf. Like it's better to overcompensate in the other direction than to just kind of like continue.
Yeah, but I'm telling you right
mediocre.
now, if it's me, they ain't coming. There's only so much room on that ship.
I mean, I'd be fine with it. You know, I'll
I mean,
take a seat, but they can, sit in the cargo hold.
oh yeah.
After that little, I thought the engagement was important just for Clarissa's her development, but we go to Drummer and Corral, and we get a little bit of a discussion of basically like, look, we're gonna go kill the Rocinante. We got 4 other ships with us. Either you do this or everybody dies.
Yeah, I mean, and Drummer's temper almost takes off again.
And
You know.
her gun gets taken away because she's like, look, I know what you're gonna do.
She's like, I know you're about to kill this bitch. So, like, let's give me the weapons.
Yeah. let's just put this aside for a little bit.
Really, you think she only has one gun? Really?
Yeah. I mean, she's a pirate. She's
Like,
got to have
she
like
doesn't-
the one
she doesn't
in her
have a
boot or
knife.
something.
She doesn't have a knife or anything? Really? You think just the one gun is what you took?
Yeah. Yeah. But whoops, vitamin time. That's what that was. So I guess after that we get the little discussion. We find out that they're like, they're gonna go attack Rocinante, and then we get Avasarala just sitting outside of the conference room. She's back, baby.
Well, not quite yet. So she goes and puts her husband's name on
Yeah.
the wall, if you will. And I guess it was a general or somebody came to her, and basically was like, "Yeah, he's out. Pastor's out. Basically we want you in." So they're almost kind of like rigging their own snap elections, and she was like, she was even like, "That's treason.
That's a
you
coup.
can't. That's a
How
you
dare
can't. You can't do that."
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh, but
well,
So she's yeah, and this is what I said all along. Look at that smile on her face. She just put her dead husband's name on the list of people, and look at the smile on her face when what's his name walks in the room.
I think that was a little bit redeeming for her to be like, yeah, I am on the right path because people are supporting me. But yeah, she saw things like,
but did they
hold it in, hold it in. You gotta cry, keep it.
Is it the right path, or is it because she used the right path to get back to where she wanted to be?
I don't know, man.
I'm just saying. I don't. I mean, she's the sneakiest person in the show.
Yeah.
She's probably the smartest
true.
one too. Really.
That is true. I liked how you could see the column, like just how far up the names went.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah,
that was a good touch of like how many people just on Luna had been affected.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. And then, so we get like, Avasarala's back. We find out the Admiral is gonna go off and try to kill Marco.
Yeah, great idea, bro.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna be really useful when you haven't been on a ship in 20 years.
Right. Yeah.
And then we finally, people have been arguing about this punchline, me included, for literally the entire season.
The worst punchline possible.
It's not even good. Like, I love that. I love that it's like completely nonsensical. It's not funny at all.
Guess it used to be funnier.
Yeah, it used to be funnier.
Yeah. So, anyway.
All right.
Guess you had to be there, bro.
Yes. Yeah, it's like, you had to be there. So, the punchline sucked. terrible.
Yeah.
And we go back down to the surface. We get a little skirmish with private security forces that were kind of hunkering down and trying to steal all the resources in the community of Winnipesaukee. And I just absolutely adore Amos in this scene because
But
of
dude,
his last.
I freaked out.
Why?
Because he got clipped, like grazed in the eye.
No. This is before.
Oh.
This is before when the 5 security guys come up in the daytime, and they call Amos out to deal with it.
Yeah.
Amos talks to them, and his
Wait,
last line is like,
this was that late in the show. This part.
Yeah.
I thought it was much earlier. Oh.
No.
Oh well.
My
I
notes are
literally just watched the episode. I have no idea when this happened.
But he comes out and he's talking to him, and Clarissa's like, "Look, no bloodshed, please." And Amos switches his gear a little bit because he was like, "I'm gonna wrench these guys."
Yeah,
they're gonna get the wrench.
Somebody's about to get this, somewhere to. The
Yeah.
sun don't shine, if you know what I mean.
And then
if anybody got that reference, please leave a note in the comments.
What's this guy mean tonight? You?
Oh, yeah. Way past the point of caring here.
All right. So
anyway, back on track.
Back on track. Right. So Clarissa calms it down. She's like, "Look, don't kill him. We don't want to kill him without reason." And Eric is like, "They're gonna give us a reason pretty soon."
Yeah, it's like, they're coming back for sure.
And then Amos is he has these 2 sentences at the end where he's like, "Walk away, just walk the fuck away." And like, I loved how they're like, "All right, dude, yeah, we got it. We'll walk away."
Yeah. Like, you should probably turn the other direction right now, bro.
Yeah. So then, I guess I feel like there was something else after that, but it kind of goes to nighttime at the estate. I don't know if I missed something here.
So, yeah, something was out of order here. I'll figure it out in a minute. I think when they originally come to the house, it happens before the whole officer all the deal.
No, it definitely doesn't. It definitely doesn't. Anyways,
man, I feel like it does.
We get nighttime at the estate. Amos was trying to fix the ship the whole time. They keep having issues with it. They even like register it to Amos with a fake ID from Eric, and they're sitting there. Amos is like telling the guys to get back on watch, and this is like the most programmer moment thing ever. Like, as a senior software engineer, I identify really heavily with this moment that he's having, because he's been working on this issue for a few days or however long, and he finally gets his mind off the issue, and then it's like it just kind of pops in, and he gets that light bulb moment of like, it's the power coupling. And for anyone who's never programmed, that's essentially how debugging works.
Yeah, I got nothing to add to that. I've never.
Okay.
I just host a podcast, man.
They fix the ship. It powers up, and they're like, "All right, we're good to go."
If it doesn't burn itself up, right, from the overload.
Yeah, if it doesn't burn itself up, because he bypasses.
Yeah.
He's like, if it doesn't start a fire. And then, as expected, we get just a really, really tense shootout.
This was a good scene. I like you could see the lights of the guys up on the ridge when they were shooting.
Yeah, I liked how a lot of it was shot with just like a one shot, and that always adds the tension when you can see what the actors are going through instead of like they're just cutting to some random guy like shooting randomly. I
always
like
love one shots, regardless of what movie. I love a good one shot.
Yeah, it always pays off. Like the work and the details and everything that go into it, it always works. But like you said earlier, Amos has a close call.
Bro, I was like, no way. And I kind of expected when he got hit. I was like, oh, this would be huge, man.
My heart jumped out of my chest because I was like, okay, they're not showing him bleeding, but they might pull that whole like he's actually bleeding out.
Well, he did a good thing because he kind of like stumbled back, and I was like, oh.
I know.
No, they didn't. No,
if they would have just had him drop there, I would have died. I would have been so devastated.
But you know what? I also would have respected the hell out of it.
I know it. That would have just made the show better.
It would have been like, oh my god, they're playing for keeps now.
I know. Like if again, Amos is by far my favorite character on the show. If they would have killed him there, I would have had a lot of respect for that move. That would have been
Oh
a Game
man,
of Thrones level move.
yeah. Well, Game of Thrones until Benioff and Weiss ruined it.
I only watched through season 6, so
Yeah. You should probably just stop there.
Were there 2 seasons after that?
yeah.
Yeah. So we get a fantastic shootout. They're running down the corridor. We see that some of them got in through a different entrance, and Clarissa just goes ham.
I really wish we would have seen. I wish they would have showed that, or maybe the tail end of it, maybe.
Yeah, like her just like ripping somebody's skull out like the Predator.
Yeah. Cause, because someone comes in and is like, bro, she just wiped out all of them with her hands.
I'm more scared of her than Amos now.
yeah.
Even like as Amos was dragging that person into the ship, I was like, they're gonna kill him. They're gonna kill him off. I was so tense that whole time, and then he finally gets and they launch, they cook the rest of the shooters, and luckily
that was pretty
Amos
sweet
gets
how
out
they
alive.
fried everybody.
Yeah, they deserved it.
That was all. I just wanted to say that.
Okay, I thought you were gonna add something else. That's fine.
Nope, that was it.
So they do make it into orbit, and everybody kind of has like a breath. Amos looks out the window. He's like, "Oh man, that's a good sunset." And
never to be seen again.
And the last scene that we get kind of puzzled me a little bit. Naomi.
Yeah, I had to figure it out too, but I think I got it.
Okay, well you let me know because I didn't get it. Naomi hotwires the helmet. She sees that Alex and Bobby are coming toward her. Screaming Firehawk, if you're not familiar.
Yeah.
And then she has this light bulb moment and starts banging on the ship. And I don't know, Tim, you're gonna have to fill me in. What happened?
I think it's literally her just trying to make noise, so that if they run some kind of scan or something, they could hear banging. You know.
So how are they going to hear it? It's space. There's no sound transfer.
Well, I don't know. She was supposed to crack apart when she hit the damn spaceship 2 weeks ago.
I can't believe you still think you're right.
Honestly, I just love seeing everybody in the comments rage about it.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about space.
I've been to space. I am Buzz Aldrin.
Anyway.
Man. But yeah.
But thanks for leaving comments, guys.
Yeah,
we enjoy it.
The comments are great to engage. We like those.
Yes.
Maybe she's trying to get a Morse code or something. I have no idea.
Well,
maybe when they touch the ship, they'll hear the banging.
Some kind of. She's doing some kind of signal.
Someone correct us in the comment. I don't know what it's for.
But it did show there's another ring. So I guess that was the blast radius. You know, because of how much explosives are on the ship. I guess maybe that's.
Yeah, that's
so
kind of what I'm thinking.
Can they hear that? I don't know. I don't know. Can they hear that? I don't know.
Maybe she's trying to blow up the ship, but no, she would just pull one of the explosives if she wanted to do that.
That would be a move. That would be a move, huh?
Yeah. Why won't you kill me? No, I don't think she's trying to blow the ship up because she would have already done that.
Well, it's either way. She's trying to get some kind of signal.
Maybe she's trying to bust the pipe to like spray out.
Or something outside, maybe something to release some kind of gas so that when they
go ahead.
I was just like if they run a scan or something as they're approaching the ship, you know, they could see some kind of vibration, you know, on the scan. I don't know.
Maybe she busts the pipe and it vents out into whatever like absent section and it starts spraying out of the ship. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
That's my best guess. I have nothing else. That's not even a good guess.
Right. It's well, we'll see.
Anyways, okay. We'll see.
We got to get to
predictions.
We're running a little long here on time. Predictions. Number one, like I said, we're gonna get so many things are gonna happen. So many things are gonna happen.
Yep.
And I think
what's gonna happen?
Mine doesn't sound as cool. What's when I do that. I'm trying to decide. All right, so first of all, Rossi shows up to Marco.
Marco.
Right. So, but because wasn't it didn't like the whole point of Bobby and Alex going to get Naomi is so that Rossi could continue, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, Marco Rossi, we're getting that for sure. And there's gonna have to be a way. Holden's gonna have to try and get on board somehow because he's gonna need to find out where the protomolecule is. So maybe during the battle somehow I don't know how they're gonna do it. Apparently we can just shoot 3 people through space now without them breaking apart when they hit the ship. So
prediction to that, Drummer's group is gonna find Holden, and I think right when the fight starts, Drummer's just gonna cap Caral, and I hope it happens, and I hope that she kills her immediately, and then starts firing on the other Inaro ship.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think. Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't think they're even gonna get to the Rossi before that happens. Like, Drummer is actively plotting to take out Caral.
Yeah, in fact, I thought she was gonna vent her friend. I thought she was gonna vent her when she was in the airlock.
I thought she was gone. Yeah, I thought she was gone for sure. Her friend or her lover, or both.
It was an A, right? I forget her name.
Oh no, her name's Oksana.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, another prediction. Avasarala is gonna somehow like conscript Amos into some kind of service, or like temporarily deputize him, to help. She's gonna get Amos to help her somehow.
All right. Anything else?
Well, I thought we were going back and forth on predictions here. You gotta get one.
That's fine. I think that Amos is gonna talk to Avasarala. I think he's gonna get his ship and then head off. I think that's gonna be like the end of his arc on Earth. Is he'll just head off to go back to the crew.
Yeah, I mean he's never going back to Earth.
So something, I think, somehow they're gonna use like the Chetzamoka's logs to track it back to see where Marco is. If I had to guess, I think that whatever Naomi's wrench banging has going on, Bobby and Amos are gonna figure it out, because like everyone figured out the signal. Everyone was like, "Oh, she's still alive. She's definitely still alive." Yeah. So they all know. They all know that something's up.
Right. And my final big prediction is we're getting something, maybe like as the last 2 minutes of the episode or something. Ringgate's got to come back into play.
Yeah.
Maybe some kind of signal exits, or something happens with the protomolecule and they receive some kind of transmission or something from the Ringgate, but we're a long ways from done with that.
Yeah, something's definitely going to happen. I don't think the protomolecule is destroyed. I think we're going to find out what happened with that sample.
Yeah, it's definitely not destroyed.
It might even hit a planet, perhaps, maybe Ceres.
What if he launched it at the Ringgate?
Well, nothing would happen. It needs organic matter to grow, so... Like, the station is already active in there.
I'm just saying, bro. I don't know.
I think he might use it on Ceres, if I had to guess. Because that would be not only a way to blame it on Earth or Mars, but he could also get their weaponized...
So here's what I mean when I say, like, the Ringgate, the final season, season 6, is going to be all about the Ringgate and the protomolecule.
I totally agree.
It's going to be all about that.
Yeah, it's going to be something like another colony found something. They figured out what killed the protomolecule. Maybe Okoye doing research on the eye orb thing.
Because we haven't heard from her. We haven't heard from her since episode 1, right?
Yeah.
So like, she's literally been radio silent since then. So
and I want to see some more monsters.
Absolutely, bro. Like I need more from the Ringgates, and we're gonna get it at some point because they're gonna. it's gonna be everybody blowing up Reddit for the next 6 months until we get some kind of news on the last season.
Yeah, something big's gonna happen. I think there might be a just an all out fight at the like precipice of the ring gate. Um, Something big has to happen because if they're saying that 6 is the last season, we have to have such a big cliffhanger going into it because there's not going to be a time skip, right? I don't think they would do that. There's just too much going on
Yeah,
right now.
right.
There's way too much going on.
Also, I think we get like somewhere upwards of 15 episodes in the last season because there's so much left to
Oh,
tell still.
oh,
And
if
again,
they give us like,
I've never read the book, but I'm just saying, like with what they got going on right now, there's a lot of things that need to be touched on
yeah,
to the end of the show, and so I think we're gonna get an expanded final season.
I would love that if they like put it off for 2 or 3 months more and gave us like 15 hours of The Expanse. I'd be so happy.
So, anyways, is that all your predictions?
I think so.
I got
I
all
think that's
mine
all I
out.
got.
I got all mine out.
No.
Right. Great. All right. So thanks everybody for watching. We're just gonna sneeze our way out of here now.
Yeah.
No, this is thanks again for joining us, guys. This has been the Bros Watch the Expanse, episode 9. This one was Winnipesaukee, season 5, episode 9 for the Expanse. We'll be back. I've contemplated perhaps going live on Discord if enough people show interest. And we'll record that as well. But maybe we do the final recap live next week, after the season finale. After the
we could
season
stream it
finale
on
drops.
YouTube, right? Can't we?
I don't know. I have to dig into that. I don't know if I'm quite YouTube status enough to do that yet. So
Yeah.
we'll see if it'll let me. Maybe we could. Maybe we just stream it live on YouTube.
I think we could. I think that's just like streaming on Twitch with you can do with OBS. So
We might do that. Let us know if there's any interest in that. As always, like, rate, subscribe. If you like The Mandalorian or The Boys, we did those previous seasons as well, so check those out. Follow along with us. And let us know if you want us to do a live recap next week for the season finale. All right, until then, we're out.